4, 3, 2.
It's the one about showing Ranger respect in restroom and locker rooms. Here we go. Here's the matrix for showing respect to yourself, others, and property in the restroom. Let's start with self-respect. Number 1, once you finish up in the bathroom, it's really important that you wash your hands. If you're not washing your hands, you're carrying around little bacteria and viruses like this guy's. Yuck. The other is that if we look at the percentage of those that are washing their hands, these numbers should be 100%. But look, 75% of females and 58% of males are actually washing their hands. I'm going to say this again. That number needs to be 100%. And I'm not saying anything, but man, boys, let's go. Let's pick up the numbers. Come on. Now, once you finish doing your business in the bathroom and washing your hands, you need to return directly to class. Next, let's talk about respecting others. Number 1, flush that toilet. You do not want to be leaving presents for the next person. It's a simple act. You got this. Flush the toilet. The next, you need to remain in your own stall and respect others' privacy. It's a big deal, and it's creepy and gross. And finally, do yourself a favor. Leave your cell phone in your lockers. That way you're going to respect the privacy of others by not using your cell phone where you shouldn't. Finally, let's talk about respecting property. Start by reserving writing and drawing for another time, like back when you were 2 when you were writing on the walls with crayon. Next, place your garbage in trash containers. Again, it's a simple act, you guys, and it's going to help keep those bathrooms clean. You got this. As adults, we work hard to keep our places clean. As emerging young adults, you need to practice and do the same thing. Here's the matrix for expectations for the locker room. It looks a lot like the matrix for the restroom, but there are a few differences, and we're going to talk about those. You'll notice that there's a couple of places that are highlighted, and this has to do with some changes when it comes to the use of body spray or perfume, but we'll get into that in just a second. Like I said before, there are some similarities between the locker room and restroom matrices. For instance, we still want you to wash your hands after you're finished up with your gym class or using the restroom. Make sure you're securing your belongings. That's a big deal in terms of personal responsibility. We would also like you to practice good hygiene. What that means is that after you finish up with your gym class, take a shower, or if you can't manage that, at least put on some deodorant. It's a big deal, especially in those afternoon gym classes where things start to heat up a little bit. Remember, if you have a body odor, we can all smell that, and we all have to kind of deal with that in our own way. So you can help out by taking care of yourself and using good personal hygiene. Now, speaking of good personal hygiene, let's talk body sprays and perfumes. There was a time when you could actually use those body sprays and perfumes at school. Well, I'm here to tell you that those days are over. There's just been a state law that's recently been passed about the use of body sprays and perfumes in public spaces. So we're telling you right now, state law says you can't actually use it, so don't bring it to school at all. Just keep it at home, and then you don't have to worry about it. So, like I said, it's important that you keep your body sprays and your perfumes at home. You don't want them at school. You don't want them in your lockers. As far as respecting others, again, in the locker room, make sure you're flushing those toilets. Again, remain in your stall and respect the privacy of others. Be cautious about your cell phones. You want to make sure that they are not out in sight and they are not being used in either the restroom or the locker room. And again, folks, be cautious of others when it comes to your personal hygiene. Yes, please use deodorant, but keep those body sprays and perfumes at home. When it comes to respecting the property of others, place your garbage in the trash containers. You're going to hear me say that probably a million times over the next school year. I'm not sorry. And one more thing, make sure you ask permission before entering a teacher's office. It's a way of showing respect of their space and time. Well, there you have it. Practicing Ranger respect for others, self, and property in the restroom and locker rooms. Keep using those good habits when it comes to Ranger respect. And remember, Ranger respect is for everyone. Again, we'd like to thank our generous sponsors, the Tefla Foundation, who have made all these videos possible. Have a great day, everyone. Thanks for watching. We will see you soon. Ranger Nation, out!
We are a part of a Ranger Nation.